In this video, we're going to walk through direct exchange rates, indirect exchange rates, as well as cross rates. First, let's consider what we mean by direct exchange rates. We're used to buying things in dollars. We could buy hamburgers. A hamburger costs us, say, $10, French fries for $5, or a Coke for $2. We could also consider buying euros, francs, yen, any foreign currency, and the exchange rate is simply the price of that currency. So direct exchange rates are the direct prices we see for foreign currency or goods. For instance, we can buy a Coke for $2. That's a direct exchange rate. And our direct exchange rates are moving horizontally across this table. We could buy a French fry for $5 or a burger for $10. That's the direct price we would pay in US dollars for burgers, fries, or Cokes. We could consider an indirect exchange rate. In other words, how many US dollars could we buy with a burger, a fry, or a Coke? Since burgers cost $10, ideally we could take one burger and buy one tenth of a burger to buy $1. We could exchange 0.2 fries for $1, or we could exchange a half of Coke for $1. Again, these are referred to as indirect exchange rates, and our indirect exchange rates are read vertically down our columns. Let's consider now cross rates. If we know the US dollar price of burgers, fries, and Cokes, we could figure out the equivalency or cross rate. How much would it cost us in French fries to buy a burger, or how much would a burger, French fries, cost in terms of a burger? Since burgers are worth $10 and French fries are worth $5, we would expect to be able to exchange one burger for 2 French fries, or we could exchange a French fry for a half of a burger. The price of goods in terms of other goods, or the prices of one foreign currency in terms of another foreign currency, are referred to as cross rates. Let's go ahead and see how we can calculate our cross rates. We're going to begin by using the indirect exchange rates from the top table. Again, a burger could buy one tenth of a burger could buy $1. A French fry could buy $5, or 0.2 French fries would be equivalent to $1. 0.5 Cokes would be equivalent to $1. So we've got our indirect exchange rates, which is what we're going to begin with. If we want to find out a cross rate for fries in terms of burgers, that is, how many burgers can we purchase with a fry, we want fries in the denominator. Notice all of our cross rates up here for indirect prices for US dollars. The US dollar was in the denominator. So when we talk about indirect rates, we're talking about whatever indirect currency or rate we're talking about, that item goes in the denominator. So again, it was 1/10 of a burger can purchase a US dollar, 2/10 of a fry can purchase a US dollar, or a half a Coke can purchase a US dollar. So let's begin with, we want to figure out again, what's our cross rate for fries in terms of burgers? Since we're looking for an indirect rate, we'll put fries in the denominator. And we know that $1 will purchase 0.2 fries, 2/10 of a fry. We also know that $1 will purchase 1/10 of a burger. Therefore, our cross rate is simply the 0.2, or the 1 rather, divided by the 0.2, or it's 0.5, and again, burgers is in the numerator, per 1 fry, which is in the denominator. So our cross rate for fries is 0.5 burgers per fry. To find the direct cross rate for fries in terms of burgers, we want burgers in the denominator and fries in the numerator. We could calculate it by simply taking the inverse, that is 1 divided by the indirect rate, to get our cross rate of 2 fries per burger. Or we can calculate it using our indirect rates. $1 is equivalent to 0.2 fries, and $1 is equivalent to 0.1 burgers. 0.2 divided by 1 will give us the 2. And that again is fries per burger. Let's go ahead now and calculate an indirect cross rate for fries in terms of Cokes. Again, indirect rate, we want the fries in the denominator. We're also going to calculate the direct cross rate for fries in terms of Cokes, in which case we want fries in the numerator and Coke in the denominator. Let's begin. We know $1 will purchase a half a Coke, or $1 will purchase 2/10 of a fry. Our cross rate then is simply 0.5 divided by 0.2, or 2.5 Cokes per fry. So again, putting our labels on there, 2.5 Cokes per French fry. If we wanted to find that direct cross rate for fries in terms of Coke, remember, fries will need to be in the numerator and Coke in the denominator. $1 will buy 0.2 fries. $1 will buy a half a Coke. And our cross rate is simply 0.2 divided by 0.5, which is 0.4, and we can always put 1 in the denominator. And again, that's 0.4 fries per Coke. We could also have found that indirect, or rather the direct cross rate, by simply taking the inverse of the indirect rate. That is, we can simply take equals 1 divided by the indirect cross rate. And we can pick up these cross rates in our table, the 0.4 and the 0.25. You need to use Excel formulas to complete the rest of our table and calculate the rest of the cross rates. They should agree with the cross rates we had at the top of the worksheet.